a room full of smiling faces and a sea of blue. Thank you, Your Honor, Vice Mayor Toto Alonsin Sr. Thank you, Ormoc Development Team. It has been 112 days since I stood before you to take my oath of office as Mayor of Ormoc City. That day, we planted our tree of dreams, our vision for health, wellness, abundance, and prosperity for all Ormocans. Today, I take great pleasure in reporting to you that the seed we planted has now sprouted, grown into a seedling, taken root, and is now a very young tree. I am very proud of the activities that your local government has undertaken to accomplish and nurture our tree of dreams. But before anything else, I would like to share the impetus for the tree of dreams, our North Star, so to speak. I wish for my beloved Ormoc to be a place where the happiness quotient is the main indicator for success. I wish for Ormoc to be a blue zone city where people have low rates of chronic disease and live longer than anywhere else. I wish for Ormoc to be as beautiful and as peaceful a place as the people who call it home. For all these reasons, that is why we planted the Tree of Dreams. So just to remind you all, let us go back to our 5-part vision compared of 1. The soil of peace, the foundation of our development, laid out for us by then Mayor Richard Gomez. We expand the attainment of peace from winning the war against the drug trade and controlling the volume of crime to become the first truly disaster-resilient city in the country. The roots of health, representing the health and wellness of Ormocanons, physically, mentally, and spiritually. We also expand the coverage of health to focus not only on curative health, but more so on preventive health. By promoting healthful practices such as eating more organic vegetables, produced right here in Ormoc City, physical exercise, not just the ones that maghangos mo, but the gentler ones like dance, qigong, yoga, and sports, and the use of traditional medicine. Social infrastructure are our facilities and programs that invest and develop in education, training, and skills of all Ormocanons to equip our people with all the necessary skills to be productive and successful members of our society. More than skills, our social infrastructure must facilitate cultural transformation, for it is in the minds and hearts that real change originates from. Physical infrastructure are our systems and structures that facilitate physical movement within the city, as well as travel from our city to other places via land, water, and air. Physical infrastructure includes systems that bring basic utilities to every home in Ormoc. This also includes physical structures that add value to living here in Ormoc, such as our parks, museums, our market, and housing. In the same breath, cultural transformation must also be reflected in our infrastructure, our physical infrastructure. That is why beautiful living spaces necessarily go hand in hand with art and music. Branches of prosperity. These are the industries that enable Ormocanons to be productive and improve their family incomes. I would like to organize the city's accomplishments and plans according to how they contribute to each of these 5 parts of our Tree of Dreams vision. When the different units presented what we have accomplished just in the first 100 days, I was a bit overwhelmed with how much has actually been done. Let me say this now though, that the accomplishments that I mentioned today are only the highlights of all the efforts of your local government of Ormoc City. For part 1, Our soil of peace is being nurtured by 4 units. The Ormoc City Police, led by Police Colonel Melvin Ricormoso, City. The City Civil Security Unit, led by Ramil Ramirez. City Traffic Enforcement Unit, led by Barnesby Kagang. City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, led by Coloy Tulibao. Since the administration of former Mayor Richard, our City Police has been the principal group that developed and are now nurturing our soil of peace. To this day, our police force of 417 strong, including uniformed and non-uniformed personnel, continue to maintain peace and order. In fact, they have managed to reduce total volume of crime by 28% compared to the same period last year. They continue to suppress the drug trade, confiscate illegal firearms, quash illegal activities such as illegal gambling, fishing, logging, as well as the enforcement of our city ordinances, even in traffic. On top of these, they continue to conduct awareness campaigns to further deter crime through education. We have also just won, but a few days ago, I think yesterday lang, we have won the award for the best City Mobile Force Company. Thank you for that and congratulations. And on that note, I'd like to add that we are also forming our second SWAT team. Our CDRRMO is now in the process of finalizing not just our command center, but the updated 10-year local disaster risk reduction management plan for 2023 to 2033. In this plan, we will have used the most up-to-date and most detailed risk maps to help us better plan, not just for disaster, rescue, and response, but more so for Ormoc City to be the first truly disaster-resilient city. Our approach to disaster resiliency will cover a range of measures, from policy to short and medium-term solutions to long-term infrastructure-based solutions. This includes plans to implement disaster resilience not as standalone projects, but rather as incorporated features in mainstream development projects. For example, the pre-feasibility study sponsored by the UN Habitat to create an urban waterscape to help mitigate flooding in Barangay Canajing is going to be folded in the tourism development plans for our Ormoc Plaza. Soon our Ormoc Plaza will be very beautiful. I wish I could show you the plans, but I won't because I don't want to preempt anything. This approach will make the projects more efficient, more cost-effective, and in fact, more beautiful. Together with the customary activities that strengthen our capabilities to perform search and rescue operations, coordination, and improve disaster management, we certainly look forward to reducing the impacts of disaster on the city of Ormoc. For Part 2, our Roots of Health, it is being nurtured by 5 direct units and a host of support units. The operations of these 5 units, the 5 direct units, specifically affect the health and well-being of Ormocanos, the environment and natural resources of the city, and the animals of the city. This includes disease prevention and treatment and management. These units are the City Health Department, led by Dr. Sara Hermoso, the City Mayor's Office, the Health Emergency Management Services, led by Dr. Jerry Bensurga, Environmental and Natural Resources Office, led by Roslyn Sanchez, the City Veterinarian, led by Dr. Jose Corong, the City Slaughterhouse, led by James Raymond Pongos. Kapit sa lang yung Dr. James Pongos. We also have to recognize a host of support units whose functions the city cannot do without. These offices are our unsung heroes who are ever so important and should be as much in the spotlight. Today, I I want to recognize these units that keep us in check and running smoothly. Our beloved Vice Mayor, Leo Carmelo Loxing Sr., the Sangguniang Panlusod, managed by our SP Secretary, Maria Antonieta Coma, the Ormoc Development Team, Councilor Roylan Villasencio, Councilor Karen Torres Rama, Councilor Lalaine Marcos, Councilor Jasper Lucero, Councilor Nolito Kilang, Councilor Edmond Quirol, Councilor Peter Rodriguez, Councilor Brito Irastorza, Councilor Bert Panes, Liga ng mga Barangay President, David Rowan, all the punong barangays and officials, SK President Joan Marty Simbahon. I would like to make mention also of our City Administrator's Office led by Vince Ennas, our City Legal Office led by everyone's mother, Attorney Joy Romero, Mami sa Silayra, our City Planning and Development Office led by Engineer Raul Cam, Local Civil Registry Office led by Marinette Solivaca, General Services Office led by Engineer Don Cayanong. Special mention also to Mark. Wait for me na kung ano rin. Mark, ayuhan ni. Mark, Mark, masaya ni. City Budget Office led by my teacher in math, now that I am a mayor, Ma'am Daya Iguero. Thank you for all the lessons. Every time I see Ma'am Daya, it's always the first time. She will make me understand, and for that moment I understand. And tomorrow I will forget, I will call her again, and she will teach me again. But anak magina ko sa tiis rito sa math. Our City Treasurer's Office, led by Magdelia Vilmar, who is very good with increasing our revenue. Our City Accountant's Office, led by Shari Vic Serafica. Our City Assessor's Office, led by Engineer Arthur Arpino. Our Human Resources Management Office, led by Farida Kutas. Our Internal Audit Office, led by Erdal Villasin. Our Public Affairs Information and Assistance Office, and also the de facto chairman of the Ways and Means Committee, Lyra de la Serna. Happy birthday, Lyra! Information Technology, led by Engineer Milky Yap. One of the best examples of positive and in fact revolutionary change in the area of governance and public administration is the successful barangay merger. I would like to ask all the district puno barangays to please stand up and be recognized. I would like to thank you all for your selflessness. I know it wasn't easy for you to be in